kind of, not really the controversy behind it, but there's a lot of skepticism in the gluten-free community if a product you don't ingest needs to be gluten-free. And there's two schools of thought. Some people say it's totally fine, and others, will say they have experienced a reaction from something they put on their skin, like lotion or shampoo, and it just depends. Celiac disease has such a wide range of symptoms. It affects people so differently that, I totally believe that certain people can't use products that contain gluten, even if they don't ingest it. I am from the school that I don't want gluten around. I don't live in a gluten-free house because I have a roommate who is not gluten-free, but any of my products are gluten-free because I just don't want to take the risk. So I was thinking about cleaning supplies, and honestly, I spend so much time trying to keep my apartment free of gluten and free from me getting sick. So if I'm wiping down the counters with something that has gluten in it, then what's really the point? So I'm switching to all gluten-free cleaners because I just think it's the right way for me to go personally. Some safe brands to think about. Oh, and I want to let you know, I know gluten-free cleaners are more likely going to be more expensive. And as I've learned from Susan from Char Products, she basically put it that you either pay now or you pay later. I'm sorry, her name, she's not with Char. I apologize. Please strike that. You pay now or you pay later, and my health is my livelihood, and that's what I need to do. That's where I need to put my money in right now. So some brands I found, Mrs. Meyer's is a completely gluten-free line. Method was gluten-free as of, I believe, everything I could find from like 2008, and they may actually have all be gluten-free still, but I'm pretty sure they are. But I want to let you know that that was the most current research I found. Better Life, whose products I'm not so sure where to get, but they came up all over Google as being gluten-free. And this other brand called Shaklee, Shaklee, and I was so impressed by them. They're featured on gfcfdiet.com, and I'm going to post the link to the show notes. And they have been doing like green products since 1960, and it's a really cool brand. And again, this is expensive, but you can get a starter kit with everything from, just a regular super cleaner. It comes with sponges and laundry detergent and antibacterial wipes. And it costs $179 for all of these products, or $149.60 if you're a member. You can look on the website, and you can order just regular products as well, but if you want to do the whole thing, which I am actually planning on doing. And it basically has so much stuff in it that I don't think I would use it all, even in a year. And as early as 1960, they were the first biodegradable household cleaners ever, and they're the first company in the world to obtain climate neutral certification and totally offset their CO2 emission, resulting in a net zero impact on the environment. So not only are you doing something great for your health, you're doing something great for the environment. And I know a lot of times I will even have the mindset, I'm like, oh, I'm just one person, I can't make a difference. But if we all chipped in, honestly, we're going to do a lot for our children and their futures by trying to do something green now. And buying this like starter kit, it says you can keep 108 pounds of packaging waste from landfills and eliminate 248 pounds of greenhouse gas. So it's a really great company. Also, I assumed that 7th Generation was completely gluten-free, but they have a statement on their websites basically confirming that. Here, I'm just going to read you the statement. So 7th Generation household products are not intended for consumption but for external use. As such, all may be considered appropriate for individuals following a gluten-free diet. Our products are comprised of ingredients that are naturally gluten-free and ingredients that could potentially be derived from gluten-containing plant sources such as wheat, barley, rye, and oats, but are rendered gluten-free through their processing. We do not test for residual or accidental presence of gluten in our products. So that's kind of their statement on 7th Generation. You can decide what you would like to do about that. And this last little thing, a quote from the gfcfdiet.com, and it says, according to the book, The Safe Shopper's Bible, many common household products contain known carcinogens and neurotoxins. Carcinogens are chemicals that cause cancer. Neurotoxins are chemicals that adversely affect the nervous system, reducing emotional well-being, mental alertness, coordination, and other functions associated with intelligence. On average, the average home today contains 62 toxic chemicals, more than a chemistry lab at the turn of the century. More than 72,000 synthetic chemicals have been produced since World War II. Less than 2% of synthetic chemicals have been tested for toxicity, mutagenic or carcinogenic effects, or birth defects. The majority of chemicals have never been tested for long-term effects. Health effects of chemical exposure present real danger to you and your family's health and well-being. ADD and ADHD is an epidemic in schools today. Behavioral problems have long been linked to exposure to toxic chemicals and molds. Chemicals are attracted to and stored in fatty tissue. The brain is a prime target for these destructive organics because of the high fat content and very rich blood supply. There are more than 3 million poisonings every year, and household cleaners are the #1 cause of poisoning of children. The top 3 culprits, according to poison control, are household cleaners, bleach, and medication. And the EPA says only a fraction of the more than 75,000 registered chemicals have gone through testing for human health concerns. So whether you have one person who's gluten-free, an aunt who's gluten-free, maybe you should switch to a better, a less toxic cleaning line. I think it's just safer for your family and safer for the environment. So thank you so much for watching. If you have questions, feel free to email me, tinsley@sealybo.com. As always, it's from have not to having gluten-free dining. Thanks so much for watching.